Good afternoon and welcome everyone to our yoga class together. And just allowing yourself to be present here in this space on your mat. And tuning into your breath. Allowing your inhales to enter in through your nose. Travel down the back of your throat. Tuning into the rise and fall of breath, your chest and your ribs and your belly. With each inhale, finding a matching exhale as you allow yourself to settle here in this space and on your breath. And tuning into a positive intention. And just noticing how you're feeling today. As you tune into your breath, just begin to regulate your inhales, finding matching exhales, letting your head gently and slowly move, softening through your shoulders. So nice to keep a nice long spine here as you tune into your breath. Welcoming yourself into this space on your breath, your practice. Letting your head make these big giant circles in one direction, on the other. Letting your fingers, your wrists, your toes, and your ankles gently move. Taking a big breath in, stretch your hands up to touch. And as you exhale, bring your hands through heart center, setting your intention. Good. And inviting yourself to tabletop. You'll be on all fours. Your wrists under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. Waking up our spine in cat-cow. As you exhale, tuck your tailbone, widen through your shoulder blades, gaze towards your belly and pull your belly into your spine. As you exhale, drop your belly, sit bones and gaze, come up. Beginning to move to your breath. And tuning into if anything needs modifying today. Tuning into how you're feeling. Doing one more of these cat-cows. Keeping your left knee on your mat, straighten out your right leg. Keep that right hip low and lengthen that left hand in front of you as though you're shaking hands with the person in front of you. Feel that length from your fingertips to the back of your heel. Pull in from your belly. A breath in here, and as you exhale, round out your back, elbow to knee. Inhale to grow length. Exhale to curl. Doing this one more time. Feeling that nice stretch. Staying here for a breath. Bend into your knee. Grab onto your foot if you can and lift your heel away from your tailbone. Another option is to bring your hand to your tailbone. Flex your right foot. Open up that left shoulder. A breath where you're at. And slowly bring yourself back through center. Straightening out your left leg. Your right hand forward. Feel that stretch from your fingertips to the back of your heel. Breath here. Inhale. And as you exhale, elbow to knee, round out your back. Inhale to grow length. Exhale to curl. Doing this one more time, and if you find it hard to keep your balance with your left hand and your right shin, Just taking that time, moving to what feels good for you. Bend into your left knee, reaching for that foot or your hand to your tailbone. Stretching, feel that chest open. Letting that go, hands and knees to your mat. Curl over your toes. Send your hips back in down dog. Pedaling out your feet here. Bend into your knees to send your hips higher. Letting your head gently rock. Should feel a nice stretch on the back of your legs. As you breathe in, bend your knees, send your hips a little higher, pushing your armpits a little closer towards your feet. And then slowly start to drop down into your heels, letting tension go. Breath in, look towards your hands, finding plank. Holding here for a breath. Option to drop to your knees or stay up high on your toes. Bend your elbows to this halfway point. Roll onto the shoelace part of your feet. Lift up from your chest. Upward dog. Exhale, find down dog. Kick your right leg high. Exhale, bring your right foot between your hands. Drop your back heel. Beautiful. Take that right hand to the inside of your right leg. Stretch up your left hand. Beautiful. So that back foot, you want to feel as though you're pushing down towards the pinky toe side of your feet and you're stretching up with your left hand. Let this right knee open. You want to keep a nice angle, right angle with your knee over your ankle. A breath in, bring yourself up to warrior two. Soften your shoulders. Reach from your fingertips. Drop low into core. Inhale, hands open. Reach forward over that right leg. Drop your right elbow to the top of your right knee. Stretch from your left arm, your rib cage. Tune into breath. Inhale, find warrior two. Soften your shoulders, and you want to keep your shoulders over your hips. Beautiful, settling into your warrior two. Coming to peaceful warrior, drop your left hand behind you. Turn your right hand to face up. Start to stretch your right hand over your head. Feeling that opening through your ribs. Lunge into your front knee, your right knee. Breath in, finding this warrior two. Straighten both legs. Send your left hip out. You'll keep that right leg stretched out as you lean forward. Drop your right hand. Lift up your left hand. So you want to stack shoulders, stack hips, pull in from your belly. Trikonasana, triangle pose. The stretch should be through this right leg. Beautiful. Another breath where you're at. Bend into your right knee or front knee and breathing in, come to warrior two. Bring both your hands forward. Pop up that back heel. Frame your front foot. Step back, finding down dog. Inhale, lift your left leg high. As you exhale, step your left hand between your foot. You could hoist it up there, any which way you want to get it up there. Turn your back foot so it's parallel with your mat. Bring your left hand to the inside of your left foot and stretch your right hand up. Stack shoulders. You want to pull open from that right shoulder. Pull in from core. Keep your knee open. If it turns in, just gently try and pull it out towards the left. Breath in, finding warrior two. You can adjust here. You want to soften your shoulders, gaze over your front finger. Just tune into the lunge. Good. Taking your hands, facing them up towards the sun. Breathing in, stretch forward. Drop your left elbow to the inside. Lifting that left hand high. Pull that right shoulder back. So sorry, it's your right hand now that's reaching. Inhale, find warrior two. Dropping your back hand. Turn your left hand up. Stretching here. Lift up and out from your chest. Inhale, finding warrior two. Straighten your left leg. Push that right hip out. Beautiful. Start to reach forward. Drop your left hand. Reach your right hand up, pulling that right shoulder back. Option is stay here working on core or come a little lower. Once you start to turn down into your hips or your right shoulder drops, come out of the posture a little. Bend into your front knee, finding warrior two. Beautiful, just letting your hands settle. Straighten both legs. Turn your right toes to face the front. Beautiful, and just bringing your feet a little closer. Good, we're gonna come to goddess. So have your toes pointing out, hands to heart. Start to hinge from your hips. Beautiful. Option is stay at this halfway point, pulling in from your core or coming a little lower. Playing with your feet. You want to be able to drop your core using the inside of your knees to push against your elbows. Breath here. Gazing over your middle finger, lifting up from your chest. Tuning into your breath. Your next inhale, start to push into your feet, coming all the way up, letting your hands settle. Bring your feet together. Breath in, stretch your hands up. Push your palms towards the ceiling. Equal weight into your feet. Hinge towards the right. Keep pulling your left shoulder back. Pull in from core. Lengthen your arms. Inhale to center and exhale. Each inhale lifts you up and each exhale lets you dip a little lower. Beautiful. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, palms touch through heart. Hands settle beside you, tuning into your breath, finding mountain pose, Tadasana. Good. Stepping to the front of your mat, just lowering down onto your shins, letting your heels gently open, sitting into that little divot. Beautiful. Either your hands can come beside you or in front of you if this is a deeper stretch for you, or you can reach your hands back. Good. Lifting up your knees. Or you can bring your hands to heart center. You want to lift up again from your chest, tuning into breath. Letting your hands settle, letting your knees come back down. Widen your knees, keeping your hips in that little divot that you create. Beautiful. We're coming to reclining hero. So option is stay here. You want to feel this stretch through your front thigh, through your psoas. Good. Playing with this. Maybe you lift up your hips. Trying to lower onto your elbows. If your knees come up off your mat, stay a little higher. You don't want your knees to come up. You don't want any pinching, any pulling. You can stay here, lifting up your hips again, pushing your shins into your mat. If this is not much of a stretch for you, don't want to twist, but you slowly want to lower onto your back, reaching maybe your hands up over your head, pulling in from your core. If your knees pop up, come out of the posture a little. This is a deeper stretch and reclining hero, tuning into your breath. Another option that you can use is to place a block, a pillow, a towel. I have a towel actually right in my reach here. You can sit up on it, finding that as a little modification, or keeping your hips a little higher. Wherever you are, take a breath. If you are all the way down, the way out of this posture would be to bring your hands beside you. Push your elbows into your mat, your forearms and your palms. Push. Beautiful. Bring your hands forward. Close up your legs and just allow yourself to roll back. Feet about hip width distance, hands under your hamstrings. Lengthen your arms and start to lift up one leg and the other, lifting up from your chest, flexing your feet here. You can stay there, let your hands open, tuning into breath. You can tap one toe and the other down. Letting your breath be your guide. So with yoga, the mind-body experience is you tuning in to exactly what you need here on your mat when you're testing your body's limits, but knowing that you're being truthful to yourself. Maybe your legs straighten out here. Wherever you are, take another breath. Drop your feet to your mat and inhale, lifting yourself up and forward. And as you exhale, keep your feet grounded. Pull in from your core. Round out your back. Lowering yourself onto your mat. Bend into your knees. Giving yourself a nice little hug. Dropping the soles of your feet to your mat, letting your knees open, soles of your feet together. Right hand on your belly, left hand over your heart. Invite yourself to be present here. Your breath. Letting go of distractions. Taking the time you need by allowing your breath to settle. Noticing that when your body is under a little bit of stress, you can slowly start to let that relax. Bend into your knees, giving yourself a little hug. Hands beside you. Lengthen your feet up towards the ceiling, pointing and flexing your toes. Circles with your ankles. And if it feels good, just giving the back of your legs a little massage. Bend into your knees, give yourself a little hug. Rolling to the right side of your mat, finding a fetal position, and slowly inviting yourself up to a seated posture. Thank you and welcome to our warrior little series here. Tuning into breath, your intentions. Thank you so much for joining me and us in this class and practice today. Namaste.